ready for our date? That's what I like to hear. Come on. I'm taking us somewhere just a little bit dangerous. Oh, same here. Edges, crevices, you name it. Come on, I'll show you. All right, we made it. Isn't it gorgeous?
Dolly gestures expansively, a proud smile on her face.
This is one of Dirt's archaeological research sites.
She puts a finger to her lips, giving you a cheeky wink.
I have access, but it's strictly closed to the public. There's something down here so beautiful, you just have to see it. That's the spirit. They recently discovered a loose floorboard here that contains artifacts from the very first Dustonians that formed in this house almost 80 years ago. My ancestors. Good catch! Dust years and house years are two very different things. Dust blows around and, unfortunately, apart, so much that there's very little known about our history. But things here have stayed almost entirely intact. We've uncovered some amazing insights into our culture, transportation systems, bits of clothing, defense against cleaning agents, but most importantly, art. Yep, it's why I brought you here. I wanted to share something with you that was truly one of a kind. Sure, the excavation in the moonlight is a sight to behold, but it's got nothing on this. Behold, the unbridled beauty of floorboard painting 195K DMT7. Or as I like to call it, Ancient Ascension.
This artwork reminds you a great deal of historical cave paintings you've seen in your art history classes.
Thought you'd like it. This is perhaps the oldest known representation of intelligent dust art in the history of the house. Scholars previously thought most ancient dust beings to be primarily drifters, hunters and gatherers with no real rituals or cultural endeavors beyond basic survival. I hope you'll pardon the pun, but this discovery paints an entirely different picture. Hard to say. Academia is a strange place. There's a lot of pride and politics involved. Certain experts don't take kindly to new ideas, especially if it undermines the status quo and whatever theory is currently masquerading as fact. But this discovery is what we in the field like to call undeniable evidence. And this might just rewrite the history of dust bunnies forever. These Dustonians, as we're calling them, were unlike any ancient culture we've encountered. All we have in terms of written history is after the cataclysm of the mid-century remodel era. But the flooring here is original, and it's not just the paintings that are remarkable. The artifacts predate all recorded history, and they're way more advanced than we ever thought possible. Well, not only are there gorgeous shards of pottery, ancient dishware, and dustworks, there's also intricate clothing and jewelry. Especially the velveteen gemstone. It's a gorgeous necklace with a delicate precious stone pendant on the end. The chain is threaded through a tiny hole in the stone. This particular type of gemstone can't be hammered or carved against the grain. The only way to make such a hole is with a fixed, high-speed, hydro-lubricated drill. And there's more. Want to hear more? Let's look at the painting one more time. Tell me what you see. Good eye. Archaeologists have been debating the nature of this painting since its discovery. It's certainly some form of violence, either hunting or war, but look closer. Notice any similarities between the hunters and the prey? That's all right. You're not as well studied as I am on these matters. And it's hard to tell, because there are therianthropes on both sides. You can handle it, trust me. That's it! I love a good student. Now, look one more time. Several of them have spears sticking out of them, and some seem to be bleeding from the nose. But do you see any of the wounded dead or lying on the ground? And do any of the hunters have spears? They don't, but they do have headdresses, pouches, and above all else, right. It's still a theory. We can't be sure until we do more research, but there is a small and dedicated group of us that think. This is the very first example of psychedelic art in the dust world. Think about it. What else would a place like this be used for? Why would an ancient society capable of living a comfortable and fulfilling existence come all the way down here to make their paintings? I believe this was a ceremonial site where shamans guided young warriors and civilians on a spiritual quest near the danger of the vacuum above. These paintings could be a living depiction of what they saw. Most literature on guided shamanistic hallucinations speaks to a sensation of being speared or run through the head, heart, and back. To die before death is a common saying of many ayahuasqueros of South America. This explains why there are no dead bodies. The injuries are figurative, not literal. Oh, and nosebleeds are a common symptom of early hallucinogenic brews. The research is quite expansive. Glad to hear it. Well, the road to Eleusis is long and windy, sugar. You're so sweet. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Well, if that wasn't a special first date, I don't know what is. You're really something, you know that? You heard my whole spiel and didn't fall asleep like some of my students. I'd like to see you again if you'd be so inclined. See where this goes? I know I could use a rest. I'll gather our things and get us back out of here. If you want to see me again, just give the old sofa a shove and I'll be waiting.